Y'all see the fight tonight? Wallin versus Breazeale. I picked Wallin to win by decision, and that's just what happened. It looked like there were some moments where Wallin was going to actually stop Breazeale, but he didn't do it. And it was just a boxing lesson that he put on Breazeale, and I think the thing that kind of hurt Breazeale, he seemed to be having problems with his legs at some point. And I think the thing that may have been hurting him was actually the fact that he was standing in between rounds like Big George Foreman. And I don't remember too many fighters that stand in between rounds. I remember George Foreman said the reason he did that was because if he sat down, he might not feel like getting back up, gives his legs a rest. But I don't know anyone else that does that. And he was Breazeale was keeping his legs so far apart, and Wallin backed up the whole fight, but he was just throwing hooks and hitting him with. He was a southpaw, so he's hitting him with those lefts at will, and Breazeale was getting lumped up. I mean, Breazeale gets hit so easily, man. It's like you could throw a punch in the dressing room and hit this guy. He really just gets hit a lot, and I don't tell people what they should do with their careers, but I just don't want to see the guy take too much punishment at the heavyweight division, And he was getting punished big time. And I hope the militant people out there don't say that Wallin was being racist by beating Breazeale during Black History Month, like some of the psychos said about Tom Brady beating Patrick Mahomes and in Black History Month. They try to say that was racist. It's like, are you kidding me? If people really lost their minds that bad, it's racist to win during Black History Month. Never mind the fact that Tom Brady had black teammates. Like, anyway, if people were crazy enough to say that, who knows what's going to come out of their mouths. But I thought it was funny during the fight. Al Bernstein was commentating. I said, sounds like he's eating while he's commentating. And then the guy, I forget the announcer's voice. I like the guy. He has an exaggerated voice, like he got knocked down. He said something about Wallin is giving Breazeale a lot to chew on. So it's like he always has these quick comments. So I knew he was referring to Al Bernstein eating while he was commentating. I guess Al was like, man, I'm hungry. You guys just have to hear me chewing the mic. But Wallin just gave him a clinic, man. And I don't know where Breazeale can go from here. It's like he's become a journeyman. And I believe he's lost 3 times out of 20 fights, but he was knocked out by Joshua, I believe, in the 7th. I think he was knocked out either in the 1st or 2nd against Deontay Wilder. So I don't know. Like I said, I hate to see him take that much punishment. He's a real big guy and he can hurt people. But I mean, he's so slow he makes Joe Joyce look like Floyd Mayweather. I mean, this dude is really slow. He telegraphs his punches. And I like the guy, real tough throwback type of fighter, but he just gets hit way too much, and as a heavyweight, that's not something that you want to do. Not with these heavyweights today. They just punch too hard, and they're way too big. Yeah, but Wallin put on a clinic. Wallin actually fought Anthony Joshua twice in the amateurs and lost both fights. I was reading an article where he was saying that AJ's a tough guy, a dangerous guy. I believe he picked Fury to win, but he was saying that AJ's a tough guy, so he should know. He was in there twice with him in the amateurs. I believe it went to the decision both times. But, yeah, man, it just wasn't wise for Breazeale to stand in between rounds. Later on, when the fight got tougher, I noticed he was sitting down. I think they wanted to try to use the inswell to make his eye swelling go down. But, yeah, Wallin just put on a clinic, backed up the whole fight, but was jabbing and hitting with hooks, straight rights. Just about everything he threw was landing. And Breazeale got in some good shots towards the end. He seemed to wake up, but it was way too late at that point. Way too late. So Wallin improves. We'll see who he fights next. Make sure to hit the like button, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and be fearless. Yay, yay.